Hey guys, Nina Sapala here. It's a place we talk about personality typing with spiritual understanding. This week on the blog, we're having some fun. I posted some costume ideas for Halloween, so happy Halloween. Of course, the costume ideas are very related to your personality type. So I've taken each of the 16 personality types and I did some research and picked out what's most becoming for your type. Of course, I wanted you to stay true to your true self. So I went into some detail. Some are fun, some are serious. You know what I really like about this? When I was going through and doing this writing exercise to write the blog, it kind of dawned on me that when you start looking at the characters out of books or the characters out of film or just real life, personas, people, you see really how diverse each personality type really is. So, I feel like this blog, hopefully it starts untethering you from career typology. I'm not saying career typology is bad. I just think so many times we are given an image of who we are, and then we use that image to become that person, to become who we are. And that's not always the truth. I mean, if you look at my type, I'm an ENTP, and a lot of times we're like, will you be an engineer or good in finance? I suck at numbers. I would suck at that job. I would hate that job. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm saying that, but I just don't see myself doing that. But that's a lot of times what they say, what an ENTP would be really good at. Maybe I would, but that doesn't have any appeal to me. So see, I don't want to have that image stuck in my head and then go do something that's not me. And that's what I so much like about this post, is because when I went through all the personality types, I realized just how diverse we all are. I mean, we are so a compilation of our life experiences from growing up where we grew up, whatever country you're in, from our childhood, what those experiences were, from our friendships to our relationships to our love interests. We become so complex and so different and so interesting. So I really kind of want us to start, like I said, untethering ourselves from that career personality typology that's been kind of drilled in our heads since the 1950s. And honestly, nothing much has changed. But the whole world has changed, right? I mean, 1950s to where we are today. I mean, just in the past 2 years, look how much has changed. And it's going to keep on changing. And it's only changing at a more rapid pace. So while the Halloween post is interesting and fun, I hope you like it. I hope it makes you chuckle. I do believe it shines a spotlight on how diverse you really are. And I want you to start reimagining yourself if you're in that place in your life where you know there's something more to you. You're trying to find yourself. You're in one of those light upheavals. Easy for me to say. I don't think we've all gone through them, or we're about to go through them, and we'll go through more. But one thing I know for sure is when I was going through and putting all the research and all the, characters and matching them with the most becoming types, right? The research characters matched together. I just thought, wow, these people are so different, but they have the same personality type, which I think is so cool, because it's what I've been saying, that your personality type is foundational. And it's such a small part of who you really are. And I don't mean that to sound negative. I mean that to realize in relation to your spiritual senses, your spiritual aspect of yourself. That's so much bigger than the mind, than the thinking. It's so much bigger. And you can see it as you start looking at your personality type in these costumes, because the costumes show you just how different we all are. Yet the personality types kind of give us a foundation. It's indicators of behaviors. And all of us, no matter what our personality type is, we have fears, right? We have ego. We have shame. We have guilt. We have joy. We have sorrow. We have happiness. So, we're just a big, dollop of emotions, both good and bad. But once you start figuring out your personality type, you kind of get that baseline. You kind of get the foundation for who you are. So it gives you a lot of stability, especially in this whirlwind, chaotic world we're living in right now. So this is just a quick, fun blog. It's about Halloween and costumes. And I wrote something in there that I think you might want to pay attention to, because I'm just a serious gal. What can I say? But if one of these types that I picked for you, or character, or persona, if something triggers you in that, and you're like, oh, that person just gets on my nerves. There's some characters, that you're like, I just don't like him as an actor. I don't like her as an actor, But why? Because that little thing that's gnawing at you is something you probably have to look at and examine more in yourself. So what are they trying to tell you? So if any of these things trigger you, right, then go ahead and give that a look, because I think that's going to be interesting for you just to see, and maybe start, unraveling that. Is there fear? Is it a behavior you want to get rid of? What is it? I know these are overwhelming times, but now is the time to hunker down and do the work, because we are changing. And the last thing you want to be, right, is drowning a year from now, being in the same place. You got to start somewhere to start doing the work. It's really important. But I can tell you, once you start, you will find great joy in it, because you'll start trusting yourself. And I talked a lot about that in the last 2 weeks on the blog. But you start trusting yourself. You start trusting your personality is always going to be there for you. It's always going to indicate to you what you need. And then you start using your personality along with a spiritual understanding. You start relying on your spiritual senses, that intuition, your gut instinct, the divine messages that you're getting that come from your heart that you have to listen to. And believe me, I don't always listen. I'm stubborn as they come. I'm obtuse. And sometimes my messages come in, they have to hit me over the head. I know, and I know that's who I am. So when I pray and I say, please make sure I listen. Please make sure I hear that. I need things in big ways for me to get it. So you see, everything just starts working together in such a great flow. And then you're just really walking in your true self, in the truth of who you are. You're living a truthful lifestyle, full of passion and fulfillment. You're serving. You're happier. The exterior world doesn't mean as much anymore. Your friendships do. People you love do that. They even mean more. It doesn't mean you lose yourself by finding yourself. You just become the best version of yourself without all the ego and fear. So I hope you're going to have a happy Halloween. You're going to a party. Hopefully some of these costumes might, ignite an idea. If anything, it's just an enjoyable read. And it's going to give you some ideas of who you are. Okay? Love you all very much. I know these are trying times. If I'm here, if you need a consultation or you want to get into some coaching with me to help you figure yourself out, and define your passion and your purpose, where you want to be, what's your next steps, I'm here to help you with that. And I really want to help you. Because as I say in every video, one person that's in alignment is more powerful than a million that aren't. We need you now. We need you to be in alignment with yourself, with your true self, with the truth of who you are. Truth never lies. The truth never lies. That's where you want to be. Always want to be in your truth. Lies unravel. Lies unravel. And it's not fun. So anyway, happy Halloween. And have fun out there. Don't eat too much sugar. Oh, come on. You just can't help it, right? Oh, my God. Comment below. What's your favorite Halloween candy? Let me know. Please do comment, share, subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. Trying to get it off the ground. I'm getting some followers. Every once in a while, I get a couple. I appreciate all you all so much. And I really want you to be in alignment. Because, like I said, one person in alignment is more powerful than a million that aren't. All for now. Have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Nina.